Hi, we are reviewing Jason Bourne. Again, we're back with my son, Anvam.
Hello.
And we just finished watching the film. It's an interesting plot. I don't normally read reviews before I go. In this case as well, I haven't done that. But I'd seen some headlines and a lot of chatter on the internet about this. I just don't get that because the plot's actually quite interesting. Uh, you have Jason Bourne, who's basically in dire straits. He's tortured by some memories. He's wanting to figure out what the hell happened. Things still keep coming to his head. He's doing like bare knuckle fighting in weird places, whether it's the Greek Albanian border or you know in Athens, etc. And sometimes he has a death wish. He likes to get beaten up, and sometimes he ends it faster than you can say Jason Bourne. Uh, and into this mix now comes in Julia Stiles, who's trying to help him, but she's also got her own thing going with a kind of a Julian Assange kind of guy where she wants to leak files out as well. And then on the other side, you have certain heavyweights. You have Tommy Lee Jones as the director of the CIA this time, and he's got something against Bourne too, some past history there. You have Alicia Vikander, who you'll all remember from The Man from U.N.C.L.E. She was so gorgeous there. She's the head of cybersecurity. I mean, she's the kind of woman who will be typing on 3 laptops simultaneously. She's the type who, if you are on a laptop and on the internet, she can actually get into your laptop and delete all the files. So she's that babe. And she's trying to also figure out what's what. And then, in the most delightful surprise of all, you have Vincent Cassel. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Vincent Cassel, and he is an assassin. He's called an asset, and he's an assassin like Jason Bourne. And that's who Tommy Lee Jones turns to try and get to Jason Bourne. So you have the three of them versus these two. And there's a left field googly, which is Riz Ahmed. And I think that was the most interesting twist of all. He's the owner of a company like a Facebook. It's called Dreamscape or something like that. And they've got 1.5 billion users. They have encryption. In his early stages, he had taken help from Tommy Lee Jones. Uh, Now, when these guys keep wanting more and more information from him because they've got encryption, etc., he doesn't want to comply anymore. And so there's that whole angle coming up too. And sounds familiar, doesn't it? So it's a really interesting plot, a really nice setup, pretty pacey, I thought, the entire film. Anu, what did you think?
I really liked it. I thought it was very to the point. There was a very interesting story. I don't think it wasn't too extravagant. It was simple in the way the story moved on, very quick. Everything moved at, as he said, a quick pace. It was fun to watch. You weren't getting bored or anything. There was always something happening. That excited you or
Yeah.
made you
No,
pay
I
more
agree.
attention.
It was very pacey. It went from
Hmm.
place to place, the situation to situation. Yes, I completely agree. What did you think of the performances?
Oh, I thought Matt Damon was brilliant. He did a really, really good job, even though he didn't say a lot. But yeah, I mean, you can connect with him, his facial expressions, everything. It was really, really good. What about you?
No, I thought, see, he's very good. You identify with him first because an emotional connect with him because you've seen him in the first Burn, which I still think, by the way, was the best Burn of all. The first one, Burn Identity. So you kind of feel from him from those days. So when
Yeah.
you see him now, where he's a bit down and out, and but you feel you wouldn't feel if it was somebody else in that
Hmm.
place. Alicia Vikander was just so delightful, though. I mean, her role required her to be very grim and serious throughout, but you can see that the spark there somewhere. I thought Tommy Lee Jones was just so old. He was looking so grumpy and so old, so ancient. And I mean, I know there's makeup in there, but I miss I miss him from The Fugitive, and let's say that era. And Vincent Cassel was awesome. I mean, he exuded menace from frame one when he's
Yeah.
told to terminate his account, and move
Yes.
on. I think the locations were interesting.
It seemed as if they were following our vacation spots in a
That's
very
true.
weird way.
That's true.
Yes.
So yeah, it was fun that way. And what else? Do you think there were any loopholes?
Um, yeah, as in, when if you're setting up a secret rendezvous, why would you meet in one of the most public or one of the largest squares in the city of in like the city of Athens,
Yeah,
where
they
yeah,
met at yeah, I know.
yeah, where that the most CCTV cameras are present.
This was Sintagma, which is the Parliament Square. I mean, and yeah, I don't get that. I don't get why, for example, these guys never cover their faces. I mean, Jason
Yes.
Bourne walks around like, yeah, man, he knows there's CCTV cameras, he knows there's facial recognition. I mean, wear a hoodie for Christ's sake, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, same with Julia Stiles if you're trying to evade. And then, funnily enough, while these guys can access every CCTV camera, they can figure out literally every move, every
Yeah.
predictive move that you can do. But then, suddenly, uh, what's going to happen is when these guys go into airports, they don't track
They
them.
don't track them. Exactly. How he walks in and walks out without being traced
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
What would be your rating?
I'd give it, I think, a 7. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was fun, but the loopholes, they're hard to miss. So I think a 7 would sum it up pretty well.
I think yeah, that's my rating too. It was enjoyable. I think I could watch it again. There is a little bit of superhero stuff that happens towards the end. You wonder how and why things came about, but yeah, enjoyable film. I mean, you don't feel disappointed and good slick action throughout.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that's it from us, and I know the song says oh baby," till it fell apart, but I don't think this one did. All right, thank you.